Hello, welcome to Unmatched Value. So, I recently acquired a fifth wheel, and I'm kind of new to it, and I didn't realize that they sway so much when people move around inside them. Normally, if they're just on their four regular jacks. So I started looking into the fifth wheel Kingpin tripod stand. They're usually called tripod stabilizers or Kingpin stabilizers. And I couldn't really find any information online about whether they actually help or if they're just, a waste of money. So I went ahead and decided to buy one anyways off Amazon. I'll have a link down in the description if you want to know the exact one I'm going to be testing. And it's really nice, by the way. And so I went ahead and bought it, set it up, and I decided to run some tests on it. And to do that, I got an app from the App Store. You'll see it later. Basically, it measures vibration, movement, things like that. It's like a seismograph a little bit. And I ran some tests, and I was pleasantly surprised with what I found. So here's my results, and here's what it looks like. So to do these tests, I'm going to use this app called the Vibrometer. It pretty much very accurately records the amount of motion that is being created. One thing I will note, I'm not going to lift my feet off the floor when I rock back and forth, because this also records vibrations, and vibrations will throw off the measurements. So I have marked off locations on the floor where I will place my feet as I rock back and forth to try to get as much of an accurate reading as possible. Alright, so here are the results from the front of the RV. No stabilization. The only thing I have on is wheel chocks and the regular leveling jacks that come with the RV. So that was the side to side in the front. And now I'm going to do a forward-backward motion, rocking back and forth. So we get a max of about 1 for this. This is the front stabilized. So that was me right here going left to right, and here is the front to back motion. As you can see, it's like half of what the previous one was. And I just tested the rear just to see what would happen. So this is the rear without any stabilization. Once again, only the jacks and the wheel chocks. A little bit more motion here. That was left to right, and front to back is coming up. Alright, and here is the rear with the stabilizer attached. That first little spike you see, that was just me walking over to where my tape was. But the second was left to right, and this last one is front to back. As you can see, it actually took some off that too. So the final results were for the front, max of 1 without, pretty much half with the tripod. And then for the rear, we have a max of 2.2 without, and then 1.7 with. So that one's less, but I mean it still takes off like half a point from the swaying. So as you can see, it actually makes a pretty big difference in terms of stability for the fifth wheel. I have another idea that I'm gonna try, and it's pretty cheap alternative to those expensive stabilizer kits. So I'll make another video here shortly about how I fully plan to stabilize the RV, as well as results from the seismograph app that I use. So thank you for watching. If you liked or subscribed, I really appreciate it. Hope to see you next time. Have a great day.